Why am I small? Why am I small? What the heck? You guys, that is the first unfortunate thing that has happened to me today, because I am having a stellar day, you guys. I hope everyone else is having as good of a Monday as I'm having. I'm having a great Monday. I hope you guys are all off to a good start this week. I hope your Monday is off to a good start. I hope your week is off to a good start. I hope you set this week with intention. I set the week with intention. I went to church on Sunday. And I'm not going to lie, since the eclipse, I have been feeling that there is a new freshness in the air. And they say that eclipses are good for new beginnings. And I feel that. I feel all the new beginnings, you guys. Julie's teeny weeny. Yes, I was teeny weeny. Hello, piece of my mind. How are you? And hello, everyone else in the chat. Piece of my mind, you were number 1. Welcome in, Mike Volmer. And number 2, Jesse, how are you? Number 3. And then we have the beautiful Mama Shadow in here visiting us. And the beautiful Soul. Hello, welcome in. Soul, I know you're feeling the refresh, recharge, new energy of the eclipse. Oh, look at that. Derp is in here. Hello, Derp. Hello, Derp. So wonderful to see you. So you guys, you went to your pew pew church on Sunday. Well, at least you went to some church. That is a good thing. That is always a good thing. You guys, I reunite the aliens. You guys are killing me. But we like to start the week on a silly note, as we ended the week on a silly note last week. If you guys missed Friday's show, go back and watch it, or not. We talked about gooning in probably more detail than I ever thought we would talk about gooning. So there's that. But today is a new week, new vibes, all kinds of new energy. I spent the weekend looking for a car. I was very particular about what I wanted. Lots of dealerships want to make you do their payments. They want to make you do it on their terms. And I don't like that. I'm like, I'm here with a plan. I know what I want. And then they try and, oh, no, well, no. So it was a bit of an exhausting search over the weekend. But then I found one that I really liked. I just needed to wait to get everything all lined up. I went and test drove it. I knew I wanted it, but I wanted to pay cash for it. And, for what I wanted and me paying cash, it didn't allow a whole lot of wiggle room. And the dealerships really wanted me to do payments. They really wanted me to do payments. And I'm like, I don't want payments. So my Lexus, I had no payments on it for, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years, and I just enjoyed not having the payments on it. So I got my daughter her car. I was driving that. It's been good. It's, other than the fact that I had to change battery. That's fine. We got through it. But the search for my car was not as easy. It was not as easy. And I started to feel like I was walking away from good cars. But that I really knew what I wanted. So I went and picked up my car this morning, you guys, and I was so excited. I was up at like 5 a.m. this morning. I couldn't sleep anymore. Oh my gosh, going to pick up my car, yada, yada, yada. I've not had a car that has made me excited. It's been at least 10 years, maybe more like it's been at least 10 years since I've been excited about a car. So I was really, really excited about this car. And is it the Wienermobile? Oh man, I guess I deserve that. I guess I deserve that. It is a hybrid of the Wienermobile and the banana boat, okay? Because me and Mama Shadow are going to ride our giant banana down the freeway and meet with people from our giant banana. I am going to go to the Dodger game this weekend, and I want to try and find that massive Dodger dog, though. The big, long one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, you guys. Anyway, I do have my car, though. I took a little video of my car really quick, because I literally got the car, got everything I needed, got over here to the studio, got the show set up as fast as I can, but I took a quick little video of the car. So let me play the video for you. You guys, I'm excited to show off my car. So here's my new whip. Here is my beautiful new car. Guys, I am in love with this thing. The kids are going to have a field day. This is perfect for road trips. I can, let's see here, I think the seat pulls
This
back.
is my mama car. I'm excited.
Right here, right here. Look at, I got a third row if I want to do a third row. So the kids get all of this room if they want friends, and then look at how nice this is. It's got a Bose stereo. Let's see. Mommy is so excited. I am so excited, you guys. You can tell. Love it. I love it. Because I like you. I do. You guys, I'm excited. I am excited. It's a QX. It's a QX60. I'm excited, you guys. So this thing has all the bells and whistles that I wanted, you know, and like my daughter, she's older. She likes having her friends around now. My son is in 6th grade. He's as tall as me and pretty much weighs as much as I do. I mean, he's as big as I am. So it's like a battle to try and squeeze all of us into a car. So I am super excited. Like, it's just funny because for the longest time, I was having to drive from here down to LA and meet the kids' dad halfway. Their dad lived down in San Diego for a while. So we would meet in LA and we were always on the road. It felt like we were always on the road. I put so many miles on my Lexus. It was a good car. This would have been perfect for those road trips. But anyway, I am just super excited to have this new car for us, to be able to go on car trips, to be able to make some memories. My son can bring a friend. My daughter can bring a friend. We can all have a gay old time. We can have a gay old time. I feel like that saying is ruined now. It used to be in the Flintstones. It used to be in the Flintstones. Being gay used to just be being happy. Oh, you guys, I'm not going to talk about coming out of the closet. I already came out of the closet after the Glen Tavern, and I'm not going back in. I'm not going back in. Anyway, I need to figure out how to work the DVD player on my car, because I know that'll be the next things my kids are going to be like, DVD player, DVD player. So I got peace of my mind of seeing the Flintstones now. That's great. So anyway, guys, vibes are definitely off the chart. I am super excited. My daughter officially has the keys to her car. She spent the weekend fixing her car up. She cleaned it. She put all the accessories she purchased for it. So it is completely Amelia-ified. It looks perfect for her. I'm so happy. So as difficult as the start of this year was, because, you know, I think my car accident was like at the end. Actually, now that I think about it, it was on the 29th of January. My car accident was on the 29th of January. And so basically I had to get a new car in February, but I was like dealing with all insurance stuff, and the guy who hit me didn't have insurance, and blah, blah, blah. It was just a mess. It was just a mess, you guys. So from February till now, 6 months of trying to come out the other side of this. And I feel like, oh, I'm finally with the eclipse. Nonetheless, how exciting is that? got some new, fresh energy coming in. We're going to end 2026 on a much more positive note than it started. So, got a new car and freaking new whip too, guys. So, if you guys have any new songs, any songs that you're jamming right now that I need to put in rotation, because now I'm feeling like I just want to drive places. Before I was like, oh, I'm fine. I don't need to go anywhere. And now I'm like, I have a new car. I want to go places. I want to do things. I gotta go. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Gas is $6 a gallon. We're in California. Just kidding. I think when I looked, I get like 20 to 21 to 23 miles a gallon on the highway, which isn't terrible, I guess. But I will be totally honest. I have never had anything more than a sedan. So this is the first time I have something that's has bigger tires, has a bigger tank, has all of the things that I kind of have been not necessarily too excited about, but I'm like, you know what? It's time. It is time. I can make it work. We got this, guys. But I have a new car, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So be ready because car selfies are coming. The car selfies are making a comeback, you guys. Actually, I did another selfie earlier today. Just the selfies in general are making a comeback. I'm feeling the good vibes. It's starting to cool off temperature-wise here, which makes me excited because I'm going to start running again. I don't have to go for a run at like 5 a.m. or right before the sun goes down. And that's when the snakes are out. Guys, that's when the snakes are out. I don't want to get bit by a snake. We got rattlesnakes where I'm at. I'm not. Nope, I'm good on all that. Po man, why are you talking about boobs? Why are you talking about boobs in my group chat? What did I miss? Boobs and bikinis? Boobs and bikinis? You guys, this chat, I tell you. So, somebody suggested that I need to come up with a name for my loyal viewers. And I cannot even think of a name for you guys that is like PG. Can we come up with a PG name for our group? I don't even know. I struggle to be PG. When I upload my YouTube videos and it's like, is this for kids? I'm like, no. And definitely no. It's never going to be for kids on this channel. Because I just know that even if I try to keep it PG, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Julie needs to have a video of her washing a car. I'm actually going to just live stream me washing the car for the next 10 hours until I hit my watch goal. I'm sure it will happen. Because do you guys ever scroll YouTube videos late at night just to see what people are live streaming? Because you know when you're on the shorts and you're scrolling the shorts, then you discover people's live streams. There's like people on the ground in Asia with their little fire making food on a little pan. And it's like, I don't even know what they're cooking, but they'll have like 1,200 people watching and they're not even speaking English. And the people in the comments aren't even speaking the language. Like, you know, they're from all over speaking all kinds of different stuff. I'm like, how do you get 1,200 people watching this? You're sitting on the dirt with a fire and you're making like, I don't know, Asian pancakes or something. What are those, crepes? I don't know, you guys. But the stuff, I will say there is one video, one woman who live streams. I have not come across her in a while. But she looks like if it looks like Jim Carrey's older auntie that's been a smoker for a really long time. Like she's super wrinkly and she makes all these crazy faces and she's usually sitting in her car and she curses a lot. And people in the comments, they'll just come in to talk about her looks and they're like, you know, and they say kind of not nice things. But she feeds into it. And so she'll start like cursing back at the people that come in and talk smack to her. And so it kind of fuels it. She doesn't have any moderators on the channel, but her look is uniquely like old wrinkly female version of Jim Carrey. And then she'll do her eyebrow thing like Jim Carrey, and she gets a ton of people in her live streams, but I haven't run across her videos in a while. And she's kind of scary to look at. So I don't want to subscribe to her channel. She's just kind of one of those that's there. She just pops up. So God, I hope I'm not that person. I hope I'm not that person. Am I that person? They're like, yeah, we always scroll past this girl in her purple room and won't stop talking about crypto. Yeah, I'm probably that person. I'm probably that person, you guys. That's okay. In case you haven't noticed, we have to do longer intros on the show. We have 42 of you here. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, smash the subscribe. I go live every day at 1 o'clock Pacific time. Right now, we're just doing a little powwow. A little pre-show powwow. YouTube wants me to live stream longer than an hour. That's what I realized. Oh, Poe Man says, we love you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's some really weird channels out there. There are some really weird channels out there. And there's some stuff on there I'm starting to feel like, again, I talk about YouTube because I spend quite a bit of time on it. I feel like I come across the same videos sometimes. I know there's tons of videos that get uploaded to YouTube, but why is it that I'm always seeing the same shows? Like, I don't subscribe to Diary of a CEO. Do you guys know who he is? Diary of the CEO he always has really good people on his show, but I don't subscribe to it. I don't even necessarily like watching it because it's just kind of too long and drawn out, some of his interviews. And sometimes I just don't really care about the topics he has. So I don't subscribe to him, but YouTube just wants to shove him down my throat. And I'm like, why is it that YouTube wants me so badly to watch Diary of a CEO? Even if I don't subscribe to it, even if I click no. I should attend one of Mr. Beast's classes on mentorship. That's actually not a bad idea. I will say, I do watch certain clips of Mr. Beast talking about making content, and I do have takeaways from him. Like, whether you like his content or not, he's just been doing it for so long, and he's figured something out. Now, whether you want to say he's grown because of the fact that he does incentives in his show. Like, for the most part, I'm not running any incentives on the channel. If you smash a subscribe or if you put a comment in, it doesn't mean you're going to win money, which is what Mr. Beast does. Oh, one person's going to win, $10,000. He makes more than that off of all of the YouTube views. So it's like, it's nothing for him, right? But he's been making videos so long that he can tell creators things that they can learn from and they can build off of it. And so one of those things is just trying to improve on my content always. Like, it's how easy is it to improve on live streaming? Like, live streaming isn't something you can really improve on unless you have better people to interview or better guests or just better conversations in general. But his in particular are like videos about stuff. And if you go on my channel, you'll see that that's kind of where I've been pushing myself, is to grow at making content that's like not live streaming. And so like this morning I made a video about catching a frog in the pool, right? And it was really weird because it got a lot of views and then people were fighting about the frog being in my pool. I'm like, okay, I didn't expect that. And then I made a video about like going to church. But you guys have seen some of my long form stuff. I need the views on my long form stuff. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. I need you guys all to put on my video and fall asleep listening to me talk. Yes. Okay. All right. Peace in my mind. You want to talk about me kissing the frog? All right. So I was a middle child with two brothers. I had an older brother and a younger brother. And when I was really young, my brother told me to kiss a frog because it would turn into a prince. And I was so young, I believed him, and I kissed the frog. I literally have kissed a frog before. No, it did not turn into a prince. No, it did not. It did not. It was, yes. It was such a horrifying moment that I actually did it. That I'm like, it is like forever burned in my mind. Like, why did I do that? Why would I ever even think? Like, I think I was like 4 or 5. But still, at 4 or 5, I should have known. I should have known. Is it choppy? Is my connection choppy? Let me know if I'm choppy. Hopefully I'm not. I'm watching my own live stream and it looks good to me. Oh, Po Man. Po-Man said it turned into herpes. Close enough. It's kind of like a prince. A prince that will never leave my side. With me till the end. Come get some. So gross. So gross. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Guys, I'm probably getting entirely too caffeinated as well. Let me open my water because as soon as I start reading some of these stories, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle. A gift for life. It's a gift for life. That's right. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's the gift that keeps on giving for life. Yes. Oh my God. So raunchy. So raunchy. I expect nothing less from you guys. And let me tell you, that is why we need to come up with a good name for you all. Not sure it's going to be PG. Wait, why does my screen look like that? Why does my screen look like that? My producer is so fired. Hello, Mark. Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in, Bill. We've got some late joiners. I appreciate it. You guys want to see my car again, don't you? You guys, literally all I want to go do is go drive around now. That's it. I just want to go drive around now. I need to figure out how to get the DVD players working. And then I'm like, well, then what do I do? Do I put a movie on or do I find like a concert or something and then put a concert on? I think I'd rather have a concert. But the concerts that I have on DVD are more like Sting and Pat Metheny and like jazz and like stuff that you put on when you're chilling at home. So I'm not gonna put that on while I'm driving around. I mean, I guess I could. Might fit. A little bit of an old lady car, I guess. A little bit of an old lady car. I'm excited about it nonetheless. I still got stuff to take care of though. I gotta go to the DMV now. Don't you love that? Whenever you buy a car, you got to go to the DMV. But I will say, no, I probably can't say that. I can't say that. I'm not going to admit anything that might come back to bite me. So I'll just shut my mouth right there because we do have a banger show to get into for today, you guys. That's right. We're just getting this show started. As always, this show is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network. We appreciate having you in. The show is sponsored by our good friends over at Personas. Let's take a word from our sponsors.
Social media taught us how to post, scroll, and react, but not always how to truly remember. Our most meaningful memories are everywhere, hidden in camera rolls, old messages, voice notes, and forgotten folders. Personas brings those memories together, creating a living memory profile you can keep adding to as life goes on. Photos, voice clips, videos, and personal stories become the foundation of a Personas, built from real memories. The people who know you best can add the moments only they remember. Stories, photos, voice notes, and milestones. With memory requests, nothing is added without approval. Every story is reviewed, accepted, and preserved with care. Personas is different by design, not built for attention, but built for meaning, connection, and legacy. It is not about replacing someone. It is about preserving the voice, wisdom, and love they chose to leave behind. A personas can grow through every chapter, from childhood to family to future generations, still adding to the story. This is Personas, a new way to share who we are, remember who we love, and keep stories connected. Personas, built for memories, designed for connections.
You know what I need, guys? You know what I need. Okay, first of all, I'm really excited about my car, so I will be uploading that to my Memory Galaxy on Personas, so I'm super excited about that. But back to the music I will be playing, or the video concert, whatever. I feel like I need to make myself a Randy style Bitcoin bestie music video that I can bump. You know how narcissistic I would look if I was driving around in a car with my own music video going on? So I will admit there was this one time where I ran my live stream and I left the hotel to go jump in my car and to leave. So like I had finished up the live stream, went and jumped in my car, and there was a problem with my audio during the live stream. So I pressed play and I was like listening to the audio playback on my phone. I get in the car and I pull out of the parking garage, and while I'm pulling through the parking garage, the parking attendant like went to take my money, and he was like, "Oh, that was really weird because I heard your voice coming from like two different areas." And then he looked down and could see that I was watching myself on my phone. And I'm like, I look so narcissistic right now. And I literally, all I wanted to do was check the audio on the playback. And I'm just like, no. You need your version of the potato song. I don't even know what the potato song is. Oh my God, I don't even know what the potato song is. Mike Mulmer, you need to send me the potato song because I don't know what that is. But it sounds fun. It sounds fun. Could do like I would do something really cheesy that would have to be like dance music where I'm like in some weird costume doing cheesy stuff. Anyway. Oh my God, you guys are all putting potatoes in the chat. Oh, is it on Randy's show? She's got a potato show song. She has a potato song on her show. I've only seen the Bitcoin bestie one. I have not seen her potato song, but that's funny. I need to see the potato song. That's great. That is great, you guys. Everyone knows that from her show. How do I not know that from her show? I feel like I watch Randy's show on the regular. Yeah, I think I need to make a banana song. It's going to have to be a banana song. I mean, because when me and Mama Shadow go on our banana tour in our giant banana car, we need a banana song. I feel like I have to come up with a banana song. I already have clips of me eating bananas. I have me eating the frozen banana. I have me just eating giant bananas. I mean, there is multiple. I could go through my pictures in the archives, and I'd love to take a picture of myself eating a banana for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, you guys, it's going sideways. It's going sideways. All right, you guys. Bitcoin did have a little bit of a recovery today, and that is good to see. There was quite a bit of doom and gloom. People were saying that we were headed back down. I even said potentially 61,000. Are we headed back down? Let's go ahead and dive into the crypto charts. The frozen chocolate banana nearly broke my teeth. A dentist dream. A dentist loves the frozen banana. I think that's who invented that. It's not the treat for me. Blocky is saying the way the economy looks, it could go much lower than 40K. I will admit that we do not have a very, there's no clear path to why or how we would pump from here, right? There really is. There really is no clear path. Although Bitcoin is up, currently trading at 64,335. It is up almost 2.5% for today. We have had money flow in the green on our market Cipher Beeline for the majority of today. And the rest of the market has seemed to follow with it. Now, again, there's not really a whole lot of positive going on, right? But we can go into what's going on a federal level. I mean, there's the geopolitical stuff going on, but again, it's like the wars that have always been going on. Now, whether there's something to actually stimulate our economy, still nonetheless, while other things have remained relatively strong, Bitcoin has remained relatively weak. Although we are sticking to a 4-year market cycle. If we stick to that, then we should expect there to be some sort of rise here towards the end of the year. But again, what is the entry point? What is the entry point and how low do we expect to go? Now, I do think we will go back to 61 potentially. We seem to love the lower 60s more than the upper 60s because I keep wanting us to go back to 69 and we're not going that way. We're not going that way. But 64,300 is where we're currently at. Let's take a look at Ethereum because it popped up and has stayed above 1,800, currently sitting at 19,906. I can speak, you guys. I can speak. Up almost 2% on the daily. Taking a look at Solana, though, has not been as strong comparative to ETH. And lately, I have been hearing, in fact, my mom told me that she has been buying more ETH than anything. And I was a little surprised to hear that. Solana is currently at $75.79. It is up 1% on the day. Taking a look at Chainlink, though, because it is trying to get back to $10 and has remained stronger than the majority of altcoins this cycle. For the bear market cycle, I should say. For the bear market cycle. It is up 1% on the daily. All right, let's go back. I want to hop to ADA because ADA is the only one plugging a red number in, almost down 2% on the daily, currently trading at 17 cents. Will we see our 14 cents again? I'm telling you, I am ready. I am waiting. I will be buying more ADA. You know, just because I've been on the wrong side of the ADA trade before does not mean that I can't get on the right side of the ADA trade. And sometimes you don't always want to chase something to prove your point. But at the same time, I do know that there is no stopping what is being built on Cardano, what is being built on ADA. So, and Jesse, every day I say it, he has to put in the comments, ADA is trash. Trash can be treasures. One person's trash is another person's treasure. I'm with Jesse. ADA is no bueno. No, I still love ADA. I love the people who build on Cardano. I love the things that have been built out on Cardano. Snoop Dogg has music on chain with Cardano. And I tend to believe that a lot of their efforts are focused internationally. And with that, sometimes it feels like things aren't being stimulated here domestically, but that's because they focus on things down in Argentina, such as drafting the Constitution and the ratifying of the Constitution down in Argentina. They've done stuff in Japan quite a bit. They like to do a lot of international outreach, and there are some chains that will remain more or less focused in a particular area. So I like to see what they're doing in terms of like globally trying to get themselves out there. And again, I do think they will retain their spot as one of the top crypto. They were top 5. But if we go over here, we'll see the crypto bubbles are one of our top, I think 2 of our top 10 are still stable coins. Let's see here. So here is Crypto Bubbles. It is kind of a mixed bag. Let's see. I want to see the top 10. Let's see if maybe if I go search. Yes. So we've got Tether is number 4. USDC number 6. So we have 2 just there in the top 10. And guys, I always love USDC over Tether. I do use Tether, but I always love USDC over Tether. It is the number 2 in comparison. And they did just come out with the report on Tether, and Tether's solvency was good. I believe they had over $1 billion beyond what the reserves was necessary. So Ada's problem is no excitement. Nothing new. No one cares. Everyone wants a shiny new meme. There have been memes on Cardano. Nike the pig was a whole thing. I went down to LA and I was fighting with people at a Solana Maxi type podcast studio. Had people yelling at me because I was defending Cardano. Look, it's just one of those things where there's a lot of tribalism within crypto, and I don't always think it needs to be one or the other. I think it needs to be like, I was talking to my mom this morning, and we were talking about different chains, and we were talking about Bitcoin and how slow Bitcoin is and how fast Solana is. And until you're using these different chains and you're sending stuff across chain, then you really see the difference in how each chain operates. And so if you're just on a centralized exchange, you don't see any of that. All of it settles immediately, and it's just, you don't. But if you're actually sending something across the Bitcoin blockchain, or you're sending something across the Solana blockchain, then you really see the difference in the technology. And it doesn't necessarily need to be one or the other. I think it's like this and that. Do you want a $100 bill or two $50 bills? They're both still going to get the same amount of currency overall, but there is sometimes a need for something over the other. Sometimes people don't take a $100 bill where you're at, and you don't want the $100 bill. So diversity is key. And I think diversity in crypto is key. You definitely don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, because then if one of the coins gets wrecked, if something happens, say quantum computing cracks a blockchain someday, you don't want to have all your eggs in that basket. You just don't. Guys, I've been using some of my X money, my creator rewards, my X card. Super excited. They do the cash back. If you don't have X money, once you get it, if you spend any of the money that goes on your X money, you get 6% APR. And then you also get the cash back rewards. So if you use your X money, whether it's your physical card or your tap to pay, like in my app, it's really kind of crazy because like in the X app, it will tell me what my purchase was. And then it just gave me a summary of what all of my cashback rewards were, because I did like 2 purchases. And so, yeah, I was like super happy with it. So you guys, if you get a chance to get access to X Money, try it out, order the physical card, get the digital card set up in your wallet. It totally works. It's awesome. It's easy to put money into it. It's easy to get money off of it. But right now, all of my creator rewards are going straight to that, which is super cool. I like trying new stuff out, you guys. It's fun. It's fun. All right, you guys. We do have some breaking news to get into. All right. Let me see. Do I got the screen up? Are we all ready? Is it good? I can't see my screen. I started glitching over there on my stream. Are we good? Yes. Okay. CFTC seeks public input on AI compute future contracts as CME eyes October launch. So this is really important because it ties into the last article that we will go into. So the regulatory review could shape an emerging market that lets companies invest, trade, and hedge the cost of increasingly scarce AI computing power. So the US CFTC is preparing to solicit public comment on future contracts tied to computing capacity, a critical resource for AI development, as major exchanges move to launch products tied to the emerging asset class. So Bloomberg reported on Monday that the regulator sent a request for comment to the White House Office of Management and Budget for review. The move could complicate the timeline for the planned compute futures from CME Group and Intercontinental Exchange, whose products remain subject to regulatory approval. Once the White House review is complete, the CFTC is expected to open public comment for a period typically lasting 30 to 60 days, according to Bloomberg. The review signals that regulators are still weighing questions around the market that would allow participants to trade and hedge the cost of computing power. So CME announced last week that it plans to launch 2 compute feature contracts on October 5th, pending regulatory approval, effectively turning AI computing capacity into tradable commodity alongside oil and electricity. Market intelligence firm Silicon Data will provide the benchmarks used to price the contracts. The products are being launched as artificial intelligence reshapes the economy and investment landscape, driving historic build-outs of data centers and computing infrastructure. Recent estimates from the TD Lombard, Goldman Sachs, and Bridgewater Associates put AI infrastructure spending at roughly 2% to 2.5% of the U.S. GDP this year. So basically, people are going to be betting on computational power. And so it's really interesting because it could be, again, people with insider information on these event contracts that are taking place of who is going to get access to what computational power. Now, you have people who are trying to build out data centers that are getting closed down for environmental needs. Environmental impact reports can completely stall a project, especially if there's some sort of native species that is there on the land that they're looking to potentially put these AI data centers. This is why they look for areas where farmers are. They want to take the farmers' land because the farmers have already been working the land. There usually isn't some sort of like critical species habitat that has moved in. And so undeveloped land usually is not as desirable for developers. But this is just another avenue at which people can potentially use insider trading to enrich themselves. And again, I find it interesting that people are trading electricity. And again, we've had Elon Musk talk about the fact that Bitcoin is energy and that in the future, the currency will be energy. So makes you wonder, will humans become less available? Will we have less electricity available to humans because there needs to be more electricity available to AI? It's just things that make you wonder. Will humans get, here's an example. Here's what I'm trying to say. Groundwater, if you have a well, you should be allowed to pump the groundwater. But here in California, they were wanting to meter groundwater wells to limit how much water an individual could pump off of their own property. Now, let's change that to electricity. And imagine if it gets to a point where they're like, well, because of all of this strain on the infrastructure, we need to limit how much electricity humans could use. So would that be, you can't potentially, I remember when we used to have like what we called rolling blackouts where they would just shut off power to part of the grid in general. But imagine if they made it to where like, you know, people who had at-home miners and things like that potentially couldn't run the electricity, or if you couldn't run at the temperature you want. Mandami's trying to do it. Oh, you can only go to 78. We need to not, you know, but what if it was something that on a electric supply level, they capped how much electricity was going to residents because of the fact that the AI data centers would be getting more, because of the fact that there's already these commercial users who they're going to cater to the commercial users. They're going to cater to the person who writes the biggest check, right? So just things to think about as we move forward, especially with AI, especially with the way things are going right now. He says that's going to happen anyway. With all these electric cars, now the state's mandating anytime you replace a boiler, it's got to be electric. And not only that, Blocky, but they also have smart meters in your house. And so the smart meters in your house, they could just determine how much you can set it down to. Think about back in the day when you used to go to a hotel and you could set the thermostat at what you wanted. You could leave your room in Vegas and you could have that thermostat cranked. You could go walk around the strip, do a bunch of stuff, come back to your room, and it felt like a refrigerator. When you go to Vegas now, each of these rooms has a thermostat that does not go below a certain point. And then as soon as you leave the room, it kicks off because it can detect that you're not in the room. And if you're not in the room, then the thermostat's not going to continue to run. It's only a matter of time until that gets implemented to residential houses, in my opinion. It's just a matter of time. I will say with my car, one of the things that I really liked about my car was that it's a newer car, looks nice, but it's not new enough. It's spying on me. And that's what I liked about my car. I'm like, I really wanted something that I'm like, I don't want my car to spy on me. Like, I want to see how this is all going to play out for everyone that has all of these vehicles that are so smart. There's no buttons in it whatsoever. Like, I think it's a little scary. I like having my buttons, okay? I like to push my buttons. I want to be able to push my button. So. Don't be cheap with the like button. We got 15 people in here. Smash the likes. I don't even know how many people we have on YouTube or on X. Says we have 54, so maybe there's some on vertical. I did not even share this out on X because I'm like, at this point, all I care about is YouTube, you guys. All I care about is you on YouTube. You are my people right now. The next week of like processing time on my watch hours is like almost 50. I think my lowest day is going to be 30 watch hours, but like 60 watch hours for tomorrow. I need like 300 watch hours and some change. And so the next 2 days I'll get almost 100 watch hours. And then I'm like, I'm so close, you guys. We might be celebrating my monetization by this weekend or by early next week, depending. I might get so excited to hit monetization. I might just run a crazy long stream. Because why not? Let's hit that bad boy. Let's blow through the goal. Let's get myself paid on YouTube. I have been at this for 2 years. Well, a year and a half live streaming. It's not easy though. It's not easy, and YouTube is making it harder. So I got to do what I got to do. All right, let's move on because I got another story. For you. It's not a bedtime story, Jesse. I know you're going to be up for like 6 more hours. All right. Binance plans UK relaunch with FCA license application. That is right. Binance's UK arm have been barred from offering regulatory activities in the country since June of 2021, but the company will reportedly move to secure a license under new crypto rules. So let's dive into it. Cryptocurrency exchange Binance is reportedly planning to apply for a license with the UK's Financial Conduct Authority, or the FCA, in a move expected to relaunch certain services for residents in 2027. According to a September report from The Telegraph, Binance will apply for the UK license as a new digital asset laws are set to take effect in the country. The FCA said in June of 2021 that Binance's UK arm, Binance Markets Limited, had not permitted to undertake any regulated activity in the UK. And the exchange announced in 2023 that it would halt onboarding new users in response to the UK watchdog's rules on financial promotions. A Binance spokesperson told Cointelegraph that the exchange does not comment on speculation surrounding potential license applications. The company did not respond to questions on its existing operations in the UK. Under the FCA's crypto regulatory framework announced in June, companies will have from September to February of 2027 to submit applications before the regime goes live in October of 2027. So, looks like things will be moving back to the UK for Binance, potentially. All right. So, we need to talk about it. We need more clarity. Whoa, what just happened here? What did I lose? What did I do? What happened here? I have a pop-up from hell that will not go away. I don't know. Let me reload this. Let me reload it and see if I can get it to go away. Okay. Is it gonna block me from this article now? It's going to block me from the article now. I can't freaking believe it, you guys. Trump is set to meet on the Clarity Act this week. So hopefully they will be coming to some sort of resolution. As you guys know, the Clarity Act has stalled for over a year. And Trump is doing everything in his power to try and see that there is some sort of framework, crypto framework, that is tied to the CFTC and the SEC, mainly and predominantly because of the fact that they want tokenized stocks to be able to trade 24/7, because who doesn't love making money 24/7? Why do we all love Bitcoin? Well, because stocks would quit trading over the weekend. Yes. They're trying to make me pay for that article. I'm not going to pay for that article. I'm not going to pay for it. I can tell you guys exactly what it said. Reload the screenshot. Dreamer's onto it. He said, reload and screenshot. Love it. Yeah, I run into that issue with CoinDesk. CoinDesk limits how many articles per month that you can view. And I always max it out. And then they'll let you see just the headline. And like, let me tell you, Mike Mulmer, no, it was not the Pornhub pop-up. He's always giving me a hard time about my internet issues being because of the PH website. Okay? I don't do that on this computer. I do it from my phone, not this computer. Do it from my phone. Now you know too much, okay? Now you know too much. So yes, we will be getting some sort of clarity surrounding the Clarity Act, whether we like it or not. It's going to be forced down our throats. Why? Because they know, regardless, cryptocurrency is here to stay. It is decentralized. And at this point, TradFi is so hungry to get their claws into it. They are so hungry to be able to have access to 24/7 stock trading. There are things that they like about cryptocurrency. Blockchain is one of the most secure ways to send and transmit data. That is why the US government uses it on our satellites. They code their own blockchains for that. So it's not about whether crypto works or whether they believe in crypto. Everyone in the US government that understands how crypto works believes in it. And so it's just a matter of time until we get it approved. And when I say get it approved, it is the CFTC and the SEC having oversight. Ultimately, will there be a decision on stablecoin yield? Probably not. Stablecoin yield is going to fall to the wayside. Why would we even need to revisit it if there is a regulatory framework built out with the SEC, built out with the CFTC, and stablecoins is not part of that? Stablecoin yield is not part of that. Then I think it just falls to the wayside. So I guess under some circumstances, if the Clarity Act fails, then Donald Trump is not upheld to the code of ethics. CFTC and the SEC still get all of their regulatory oversight. Stablecoin yield would remain because it's not excluded as the banks want. So, I mean, perhaps it's a win if we go this route, right? I'm sure Trump wants that. He has elected to step away from his crypto ventures for the time being. For the time being. I'm sure when he's no longer president, he'll probably get back into crypto. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? He's made so much money. He could just launch a new set of NFTs. You know what is funny? The picture of Baron Trump and how much he has changed from when President Trump first took office to now. He looks road hard like a crypto bro. Like, I don't know what it is about crypto that makes people age so much. I don't know if it's the lack of sleep, if it's the, dependency on vape pens. I really have no idea what the cause is there. But it's crazy to see how much he has aged. I mean, what is he now, 19 or 20? So, but he was looking a little rough at the UFC on the White House lawn. I will admit he was looking a little rough at the UFC on the White House lawn. So, all right, you guys, we do have a break we're going to take here from a word from our sponsors over at Personas.
Social media taught us how to post, scroll, and react, but not always how to truly remember. Our most meaningful memories are everywhere, hidden in camera rolls, old messages, voice notes, and forgotten folders. Personas brings those memories together, creating a living memory profile you can keep adding to as life goes on. Photos, voice clips, videos, and personal stories become the foundation of a Personas, built from real memories. The people who know you best can add the moments only they remember. Stories, photos, voice notes, and milestones. With memory requests, nothing is added without approval. Every story is reviewed, accepted, and preserved with care. Personas is different by design, not built for attention, but built for meaning, connection, and legacy. It is not about replacing someone. It is about preserving the voice, wisdom, and love they chose to leave behind. A Personas can grow through every chapter, from childhood to family to future generations, still adding to the story. This is Personas, a new way to share who we are, remember who we love, and keep stories connected. Personas, built for memories, designed for connections.
Oh my gosh, you guys, while we were at the commercial break, Soul said it. Marvelous underground journey of Baron. He tired. He is tired. That is If you like a good conspiracy theory, Baron Trump being a time traveler is probably one of my favorite conspiracy theories because there is stuff about it that is just interesting. But if you're really into like quantum physics and stuff, and just how future events can affect the past, it starts to make you realize that, like, is everything really occurring all at once and reality just kind of collapses in on itself depending on decisions that are made. You know, it's really interesting. Quantum physics and quantum mechanics are some of my favorite things to dive into, and it like hurts my brain because I don't always understand all of it, but you know, understanding that like certain things can be related or tied together and things can pop in and out of existence. And of course, then it goes down the rabbit hole of CERN, and this is what CERN is doing. And, you know, are we creating holes in the fabric of our existence? Are we, you know, the Mandela effects? And let me tell you, the Mandela effects, how they were to the Mandela effects to how they are now, it's weird to see that while CERN was on, some of these Mandela effects were one way, and now that CERN is shut offline, the Mandela effects are another way. So, and then you can go so far as to researching CERN and where it's particularly located, and there's a whole thing about Geneva and who comes from Geneva. There is interesting things, you guys. Holes become canyons. You know where I want to go, but I'm kind of scared, is I want to go to Sedona, because Sedona seems like one of those crazy hot spots where very mythical things can happen, but I'm also kind of scared too. So anyway, you guys, it has been an hour, and that is the show for today. It is hot in here. It is hot. I am sweaty. I have chugged my water. I've had too much caffeine, and I have a new car out front to go drive. So I'm going to wrap it up here. But if you guys are new here, smash a subscribe, because I go live every day at 1 o'clock Pacific time and upload other videos throughout the day. Have some fun stuff coming up this weekend. So perhaps I'll have some more content for you guys, but I appreciate you all for tuning in, because I really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. You guys keep me going. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.